Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today guys, we are be working on the Ford B-Max. Got some bits and pieces for this car. I've got the paint, I've got the headlight, I've got the service kit. So we've got a lot to do on this one today to get it ready to go to the paint shop. I have noticed that the wheel is a little bit sort of kicking over at the top. There a little bit is kicking that way into the car. So we've got to have a look at that to see. I think it's on the knuckle. You just undo the two bolts on the knuckle and let it drop back. And then, yeah, do it back up. So I think that's what it is. I want to look at that. That's definitely off a little bit, but that's the suspension leg that I changed. Was it the suspension leg I changed? I can't remember now. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. Let's do this. Right, okay, so just quickly guys, the last time we worked on this car, we had a little play around with the inside of that metal piece there and that sort of stuff, and it's, you know, straightened it back up and it looks okay. I've got to get this ready for the paint shop. We put this wing on. The reason why it's going to the paint shop is because of this here, up here, and I really want them to go over this wing, because I don't actually think this wing is a perfect match, even though it don't look that bad on camera. It's really strange this one. When you turn and twist and stuff, it changes the actual colour of it. But I think it's a very slightly different shade. So I want him to. We've got to do this door as well. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to this today. I'll try, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it because I want to do the service. And I want to sort of get the headlight back in place, the bumper back in place, ready to go to the paint shop. And then when it comes from back from the paint shop, and then I'll line it all back up and we'll get all that sorted out. I have got a service kit, so we'll probably get that done today if we can. Change the oil filter. This is the bracket that I've got from Ford's as well, and it's the one that goes here. So it goes like there, and that supports the bumper to the wing. And that was busted, so I went and got another one. Just got to straighten this back up a little bit. You know, mess around with that, get this on so we can connect the bumper up, get the light in place so I can work out exactly where that wing should sit in relation to the actual position of the headlight, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the headlight. That wasn't cheap, this headlight. I think it was about 150 quid. Yeah, absolutely crazy. But there wasn't a lot on there, and some of them was asking for 200s and stuff like that just for this headlight. But it's not an active headlight. It's just that I know of anyway. I don't think it's active. The lights don't go up and down, nothing like that. So yeah, it just is what it is. But let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Yeah, let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, we are definitely getting somewhere now with this one. But I have hit a little bit of a brick wall, and I'll explain that in a second with this headlight. But yeah, so basically I've done the service, done the oil change, oil filter, air filter. That's all done. And now I'm moving on to getting the position of the light, the wing, the bracket, and that sort of side of it all fixed up and ready. So basically what it is that the headlight itself has got a bracket at the top here. Now, this bracket has not been moved. So that's not been touched. So I know that this top bracket should sit like this. The other thing as well, we know that this slam panel has not been hit or damaged or anything like that at all. So that screw there should go into there like it is. You can see it's like positioned right in the middle. So that should go there. That should go there. And then we've also got a bracket that sits right in there, and it sits in this, and it's like a little metal stud that goes into this bracket. So as you obviously, so it's not screwed up yet, but I can tell I'm moving it around. You can see I'm moving it. Yeah, so there's that movement of where it should be. So as long as I put a screw in there and hold it there, put a screw in there and hold it there, that should be the position of the headlight. Then I can move the wing to get my gaps here, which I've got to be honest, is pretty good. Just sitting there. I've just got to move it in and out a little bit, like just twist it a little bit. But I've got to connect that bracket there to that bottom piece there. And I've got to connect it up to the, can I show you? It's hard to show you really. But this piece here has got to connect to the inside of the wing. So it just wants a little tweak, but nothing, it's not a lot. I've got to be honest, it's pretty close. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to work out, the position of those kind of bits and pieces. The problem I've got is this headlight. Now, the side light works, and the full beam doesn't. Now, I'm hoping it's just a bulb, and it's not the actual headlight, because yeah, if this don't work, then we've got a bit of a problem here. When you indicate, that indicator comes on and that comes on. It seems like there's some sort of wire on earth or ground or some sort of connection with the wires. Something is going on with that headlight. So I am gonna set you back up. I'm just gonna have a little mess around with that headlight to see, because this is the original one here, and we're just gonna see if changing these bulbs or checking these wires on the other one is causing the issue. I've got to find out why it's doing that. Like, that is completely shot, so I could probably cut away this. It's rubbish anyway. I just want to get to the wires and see what is going on. So I've got to compare that one to this one, and then just try and figure it out. I'm hoping it's going to be just a bulb, and then we'll swap the bulbs over from the original one, and that's going to be it. But I've got to have a little bit of a mess around. So I'll set you back up. Let's keep going. Yeah, hopefully we can figure this out. So let's do this. Right, okay. Guys, I've sorted the light issue. It was me. I left out a earth cable that was just here. See that one there that's bolted to the actual chassis? That is part of the wiring for the headlights, and it gives it its earth or ground or whatever. And that was the reason why the lights were playing up so much. So yeah, that is now, funny enough, as soon as I've connected it up, it works properly and correctly. So yeah, that's the reason why that was messing around with the light. But yeah, that's all done. I was messing around with just adjusting and moving the actual bonnet as well. Just want to show you the gaps. So yeah, I'm just, what you do is you feel with two hands, one hand on this side, feel that side, so you can actually feel the gap both sides running through there. So this one's got a slight gap running through there and quite tight here, and again quite tight here and a small gap there. So I know that that's in the correct position, that's where it should be. It's just whether or not the bumper sits correctly, but it should do, because now you have to, when you're doing these kind of things, you have to work from this side. So I've got the gap correct going down there, up here, gap here correct. Now the gap of the bumper correct. The position of the headlight hasn't changed because of the brackets. If it got hit further up and started messing around with the brackets on the headlights, it would have really screwed me up, because then it would have took longer to work out exactly where it sits. But that's where it sits. So yeah, gonna do the bumper next. Get that ready in position. Get it connected so we can get it over to. Oh no, I've got to get this sorted out first. No, let's get this bracket sorted out first, and that in the right position. Get that connected. It's not that far off, because obviously I'm moving it with my hand, so I can just move it around to get it connected to the actual wing bracket and connector, and then we'll mess around with the bumper, get the bumper on, and then just see what we can do, Dave. Just continue, but I want to get this ready for the paint shop to go tomorrow. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Well, there you go. That is the bumper in place, ready to go to the paint shop. And I'm just checking to see what it's like when it comes to the gaps. And it's actually spot on, perfect. Bumper fits exactly where it should fit, aligned with the bonnet and the headlight. And yeah, I definitely think this is a shade difference. This wing, it's not fitted correctly because I just loosely fitted it to go to the paint shop, but I do think that this is a very slightly shade off, and I'm hoping that the paint that I got will just help. I want to get them to paint the whole wing, and then just blend it into this bumper here, take it up into that pillar, like that, and then he'll have to go up there a little bit and then take it into this door as well. We've still got to do this a little bit. If I can't do it, I'll get him to do it when I get over there. But yeah, let's just see how far we get. Sorry guys, someone come to the door and I wanted a quick chat. So yeah, like I was saying, we just want to have a little go at this, but I can't really sort of have a little go at that until we give it a good clean. So I want to give it a good clean outside. We'll bring it back in and then we're going to have a little play with this. So let's get set up outside. Let's do this. Right, guys, so much better, so much better. Not perfect, but it's a lot better, a lot cleaner. I can see what's going on now around the car, and I've checked all around it. There's not a mark on this car. Very clean. So we've got to get this looked at now. And yeah, it's very hard to tell, but it's literally. I'm trying to get it in camera, but you can see like it's got a little sort of. It's really hard to show you, but it's there. It's right there. So I want to get a few tabs on that, glued to there, and we're going to try and get a bit of a pull. So I'm going to get set up. Let's try that before we go tonight. Let's do this. Right, guys, you know what? It has actually pulled it out a little bit. I've done a little strip there, a little strip here. There's still a little ridge here that needs coming out, but I think the top one is slowly coming out. But I am going to leave it there. I've spoke to the paint shop. He said he's got exactly the same sort of method of materials that he uses to get out slight dents and stuff like that. So he said, leave it with him. He'll do it in the morning and he'll paint this corner. I've sent some pictures to him and stuff like that. So yeah, that is where we are. I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be the end of today's video on the B-Max. It is looking nice though, this car. It is really nice. I've looked all around it and it's really nice and straight. There's not hardly, it's still a bit dirty, but there's no actual scratches, dents anywhere around it. It's a nice one, this one. A really nice one. So, but I'm going to get it over to the paint shop tomorrow morning, let him work on this one, and then we're going to jump on something else tomorrow. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Might be the Fiesta, or it could be the Toyota Argo, however you say it, the little Toyota. It could be that one. Don't know yet, but for today, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Take care. See you soon.